Okay, the lift is a nice and spacious one. It would easily hold a wheelchair, electric wheelchair, pushchair, etc. It's a Schindler. Can't see how many people it's designed for. Oh, there we go. 10 people. Let's just step out. I think, you know, you could get 10 people in that one. Yeah, it's a good size lift, but there's only one of them. Welcome to room 309 at the Premier Inn in Letchworth Garden City in Hertfordshire. I've paid £161 for this room for 2 people for 2 nights. Now, I've already made a film review of this hotel, so I wasn't going to bother doing one again on this occasion. However, I'm in such a radically different room this time to last time, and actually quite a nicer room, that I thought, no, I'm going to show you this. So this is room 309. So this is where I've come in, and the first thing to note is how wide an area there is just here. This has really got quite a spacious feel in front of the door. In fact, the door seems like an extra wide door almost. So just here, on the right of the door is hooks for hanging your bits and bobs on. There's some noisy air conditioning, which I will turn off in a minute when I can find the control, if I can find the control. Just here is your little dressing area where you can put your bits and bobs, and a hairdryer for those people who wish to preen their bouffants. Not me. Up there is extra pillows, and then you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coat hangers and some more storage space just there. And then moving on is the desk area. So it's quite a nice long desk area just here with the chair and tea and coffee making facilities. Now, there's no chaise lounge in this room. In some Premier Inns you get the nice long chaise lounge. That isn't here in this room. There is a nice chair there, just there though. But what I want to point out, what I like about this room, is the fact that we're on the 3rd floor, we're up in the eaves, we're in the roof. Look at the shape, the internal architecture. So we've lost some window, because we've only got a very small window, but we've gained character. And this is a very characterful room. In fact, if I put some mood lighting on, just bear with me a second. There we go. That's quite sweet, isn't it? That's nice and romantic. So this is nice. This is a romantic Premier Inn. Somewhere to bring that special person for the weekend to Letchworth Garden City. So yeah, I like this. It's nice. So it's the standard Premier Inn bed, the nice big bed. I always like Premier Inn beds. Artwork on the wall behind. Oh, there's the air conditioning. Let's have a look at this. So off. Now, the bed has got plug sockets on either side, and it's got the bedside table on either side, so if you've got phones to charge, CPAP machine, etc., then this is quite good. You would need to bring a strip plug if you've got more than one thing to plug in and you want it next to your bed. And to note, the plug socket on that side appears to have a USB as well also. Yes, it does, but only on that side of the bed. So let's just look at the bed from this angle here, and the room. So this is the very small window, but I don't mind having a very small window. I don't think I can open it actually. No, there's no way of opening this window, but this is the view that I've got over the shopping centre at the side of us. I think it's called the Wind or the Wind. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. W-Y-N-D. And that is the view in the direction of Baldock. So yeah, it's a nice room. Let's go and have a look in the bathroom. Okay, so the bathroom has got a nice whiff about it. It smells of fresh paint. Now, the flickering that you can see is due to my camera The bathroom doesn't look like it's flickering, it's the refresh rate of the camera and the LED light bulbs. So don't worry about that. But yeah, there's been some fresh paint in here, although I don't know how much. But I can smell paint, definitely. It's got a nice big bright mirror area, storage room just there, sink there, and toilet there. Now, do you normally get, yes you do actually, Premier Inns do normally have the sink and the toilet next to each other like that. Yes they do. It must be kind of a modular unit design. The dreaded shower bath. So this is the one thing I don't like about Premier Inns. I've got a bath which I've got to step up and over to get into. No real grab rail other than the towel rail, which isn't meant to be used as a grab rail. And then there is the rainfall shower, which I do like the shower, I just don't like the bath. I'd rather have a cubicle. You've got the Bayliss and Harding white tea and neroli. Nobody knows what neroli is. Luxury hair and body wash just there, and here we've got white tea and neroli luxury hand wash. I'm guessing it's the same thing in different coloured bottles. What the flipping heck is neroli? Does anybody know that? I've never come across it. I'm going to ask ChatGPT, I'll tell you. It's nice and clean and it feels fresh. I will say it definitely does feel fresh, and I've just realised why the aircon wouldn't switch off. It's because I've got the bathroom light on. If I switch the bathroom light off, I think that this will go off in time. Yes. So it wasn't actually the aircon, it was an extractor for the bathroom. That's what I could hear. Right, anyway, apart from the update about what neroli is, I'll do some more filming around the hotel. And there's not going to be an awful lot for me to show you. There's going to be reception. I'll get some surreptitious shots of the bar stroke restaurant area if I can. Oh, and of course the hotel front and the lift. That's all important lift, which people like to see for accessibility reasons. Okay, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Well folks, it's that sad time where I've got to check out, so here's my end reflection of the stay. I just want to say it's been really good. I expected it to be really good, and it is really good. This Premier Inn is located in the heart of Letchworth. You have got everything on your doorstep that you want. We've not had breakfast here because we're right next door to a Wetherspoons, so we've just gone in there for breakfast instead. The breakfast here is slightly more expensive, but it is a buffet. So if you like a buffet breakfast, then the Premier Inn breakfast is a buffet, but I didn't want all of that. Now, one thing I will say is if you are an adult and you have children here at this hotel, then for every one adult, 2 children can eat a breakfast for free at the Premier Inn. So that is quite a good deal if you're staying here as a family. But yeah, net proximity to parking, everything else has been great. Room's been comfortable and fine. It's a nice quirky room, this up in the eaves. I like it. I would want to stop up here again if I stayed here. And you haven't got anybody noisy above you, which is great. We only stayed a weekend, so we didn't get the room serviced, and that's totally fine. There is tea and coffee available in reception and sachets of milk. You can go and help yourself whenever you want, so you can replenish your own stocks at any time. And there's mini chocolate bars from Green and Black in reception, also free, and I've had about 20. So yeah, it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed my stay here, and I will absolutely stay here again in future. Catch you on the next film, whatever that may be. The film that you've just watched is a Moss Travel Media production, and you can find more like them by going to www.mosstravel.tv. Thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel and watching my film. It's hugely appreciated. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by going to youtube.com/Stuart Moss. Hit the red subscribe button. When you've done that, a little bell will appear. If you hit the bell, then you'll also get notifications about any future travel films which I upload. If you like my travel films, then you might also like my second channel, which is about home and garden. Please have a look for that channel. You'll find it at www.mosshomeandgarden.co.uk, and if you like what you see, please give that a subscribe also. If you'd like to connect with me as Moss Travel Media on other social media, then you'll find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Moss Travel. That's the page. And if you'd like to connect with the profile, then the profile is Moss Travelog. If you'd like to connect with me on Instagram to see my travel photography, where I'm up to, what stories I'm telling, then go to instagram.com/StuMoss or do a search for user Stu Moss. If you'd like to connect on Twitter, I'm at Moss Travel TV. On Pinterest, I'm Moss Travel Media, which is pinterest.co.uk/Moss Travel TV. On Tumblr, I'm stuartmoss.tumblr.com or just do a search for Moss Travel Tumblr. On WordPress, I'm wordpress.com/view/MossTravelTV.wordpress.com or do a search for Moss Travel Media on WordPress. And on vContactor, you can find me by going to vk.com/Moss Travel Media or doing a search for Stuart Moss. If you'd like to contact me about film usage or any other issue, please just email me on mosstraveltv@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for watching and for your support. I really, really do appreciate it. I wish you all the best of days, happy travels and bon voyage.